Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my channel here, the Sports Talk Network channel, where I talk about all sports, four major sports, and otherwise professional wrestling. I have my podcast, Steve's Wrestling Ramble. I apologize for me shaking the camera here. Steve's Wrestling Ramble, and my NFL podcast, Talking Packers with Steve. I also like to talk politics sometimes, not too much here on the channel. I do have a Twitter handle for politics, at politics_WY. I have three other Twitter handles at talking_Packers, at WWE_podcast, and at Army_Strong_06, my personal handle. So you can follow me on all those social media platforms. Here on my YouTube channel, I do finally have a link, a hyperlink or whatever, part on the banner, on my banner, like everybody else has, where you have the Google Plus, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And I put one of the fan pages on there. It's hard for me to do that because which one do I want to choose for the overall channel? Like sometimes channels only have one thing. It's easier because it's one thing you're sending your fan base to. For me, I have a couple of things. So I don't have the fan page link there, hyperlink or whatever, there in that area. But I do now have Twitter, and I have my personal Twitter handle being the one that I promote for the channel overall. And then from there, like I said, you're welcome to follow my other Twitter handles if you still do care to. Obviously, you don't have to, but just want to promote that, let people know. Thank you to all those that have subscribed, trying to grow here slowly but surely in time. Also, while growing, becoming more popular, getting more subs, more subscribers. Not only having the numbers of people to be able to communicate about sports, whatever interests you individually, which, like I said, you're welcome to tweet me, comment section below this video or any video of what you want me to talk about. Beyond that, then I'll be able to get equipment better for this channel, like get an actual camera, get a tripod, maybe actually put up some things in the background. I do have some memorabilia that I could put up there. Now that I can do right now, that won't cost me any money, but I need a camera, I need a new microphone, an actual microphone, maybe a setup like my friend Raunchy Mikey has. You guys remember him? He was a guest on my wrestling podcast, Steve's Wrestling Ramble, in the past. So all that stuff, I just wanted to bring that out, do some housekeeping here in the beginning of this video, which will be talking baseball. But I just wanted to share all that for new subscribers, potential subscribers, and just anybody that stumbled their way into this video through suggestions or otherwise, especially with the title of the video being what it is and what happened last night. History in the making, history being made last night in Cleveland, Ohio. So let's talk about that. Baseball news. Congratulations to the Chicago Cubs, 2016 World Series champions, 108 years specifically, 108 years drought for the Chicago Cubs becoming the World Series champions. I'm so happy for them. I know a couple people personally, like my friend John, who you guys have seen on my NFL podcast sometimes, Talking Packers with Steve. He's a fellow Packer fan, and he's also a Chicago Cubs fan, a lifetime Chicago Cubs fan. So congratulations to you, John. Shout out to you. Welcome to follow him on Twitter at PackerFan Stempy, PackerFan STEMPY. Thank you, PackerFan Stempy. So welcome to send your congratulations to him. He is a Cubs fan, and some Cubs fans that I learned watching on the news locally here in my area here in Wisconsin that are Cubs fans lifelong. I know one person for a story was 93, 94 years old. Plus, there's stories of that all over the nation that are Cubs fans, not just in Chicago. So congratulations to all those lifelong Cubs fans for a couple of years, Cubs fans for 90 years plus. Whatever, however, congratulations to you all. You all deserve it. The Chicago Cubs earned it. They become World Series champions. Even I, a non-Cubs fan from Wisconsin, I am a Milwaukee Brewers fan from as a young child to right now, and beyond, to infinity and beyond, but in general to beyond. But even I, texting back and forth with John, my friend, like I just mentioned, and checking updates online, obviously watching the game while I was going back and forth watching my Modern Family marathon that's usually on TNT or TBS. Oh, no, it was on USA Network. USA Network has a Modern Family marathons. TBS has the Big Bang Theory marathons that I watch sometimes. point is, last night I was watching the Modern Family Marathon over the World Series for a bit because I was, like I said, I know people on both sides. Jay, the host of Talking WJ, Cleveland Indians fan. His team had a great series, had a great season. And congratulations to the Indians for getting to the World Series and having a hard-fought game here in Game 7 and overall in the series. So I know him from that side and know John from this side. And just like I was going to say, I, as a Brewers fan, from the outside looking in, was being on pins and needles for the last hour and a half, whatever, of the game for my friends on both sides of the aisle there. Cubs fan, Cleveland Indians fan. So, wondering how it's going to go, how it's going to end. And to be quite honest, personally, I predicted the Cubs to win in 7 games. I didn't think it was going to go into extra innings and winning and a rain delay and all that other jazz that happened. That part of it, but I guess in that way I was right, and I'm happy that the Cubs have won, broke the curse. Especially thinking of the older fans of the Cubs, like the person I was talking about that was in that news piece here locally, 94 years old. Other fans around that age, other fans maybe in their 60s that have had their father or grandmother or whatever our father or mother that passed away, and they couldn't be here for this moment. But sharing with them, I know I shared with John on Facebook of a story of a man that went to his father's gravesite to watch or to listen to the ending of the World Series to fulfill promise to his father and be there with him for that. Spirit. So, stories like that, which I'm sure is with any team, but just specifically with the Chicago Cubs, well deserved. And congratulations again to the Chicago Cubs becoming the World Series champions. Like I said, it was back and forth in this game. The Cubs are up 6-3 at one point. You're thinking, they're going to just cruise to the end, and Cleveland comes back, ties the game. Then you go into overtime, going into the extra innings, and you're wondering, oh, Jesus, is it just not meant to be? Is the Cubs just not meant to be the champs ever, let alone just this year? Because there's always next year, as they've been saying for Chicago here in the last couple of years since Theo Epstein took over, and he himself has been part of history with breaking the curse, or not curse, but breaking a long streak of there in Boston, the Boston Red Sox when they won their World Series. Now him being part of this history here in Chicago with the Cubs with the longer drought in the World Series, being in the World Series, let alone the longest drought. Winning the World Series for a franchise in Major League Baseball. So congratulations to Epstein. Joe Madden, who's a manager that I've enjoyed and actually became a big fan of his when he was in the World Series previously, even though he didn't win that time. So, all around. Congratulations to the Cubs. Like I said, I do want to do more baseball videos, basketball videos, beyond just congratulating champions each year. But this one I will definitely want to make sure to do. And like I said, again, congratulations to the Cubs. Hard-fought game, crazy finish, crazy end to a crazy story, and a great story. The Chicago Cubs franchise. And it's good for Major League Baseball. Fans like me that are, fans of other teams or just other casual people watching baseball casually, just the World Series because it's on TV and everything, and how that game went back and forth and how the series went back and forth. The first 2 games, Cleveland crushing Chicago crushing Cleveland in Cleveland. And then the games in Chicago, got to get how the series played out, I think was great for Major League Baseball. And in that way, best for business to get eyeballs on their product. I know baseball is a very long season. People, especially casual fans, aren't invested, like the diehards, of course, in the long, meticulous season, just like in basketball as well. Baseball and basketball, long seasons. Sometimes fans watch at the beginning, the first few weeks, and then wait until we get to the end of the season where playoff pictures are being put together. The puzzle pieces for the playoff pictures are put together. It's not like the NFL where fan bases, whether you're a fan of one team or the other, just an NFL fan in general, we're watching every single week. That because it's shorter, 17 weeks. And B, just seems like easier to digest in that way as well. At least that's just my input, of course, my personal thoughts on that. You're welcome to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Welcome to like this video if you are a Chicago Cubs fan. Share this video with others. And share it with the club organization as well, or whoever you wish to, because, like I said, I wanted to let everybody know that I say congratulations to you all. And next year, try to go for a two-peat, 2 in a row. Might as well. You broke the curse, so to speak. Now, time to start a streak. Start a positive streak instead of the drought of 108 years of winning a championship. The drought since 1945 going to the World Series. Now start a streak and a positive. I was going to say a positive drought, but drought's connotation is negative anyways, because that's what it is, a drought. But you know what I mean. Starting a streak, maybe winning 2-3 World Series in a row, building a dynasty in Chicago with obviously Joe Maddon and the players as well. So that's all I want to say. Like I said, welcome to share this video. Whether more than welcome to subscribe and share the video if you care to. And have a great rest of your day. I will later on doing my NFL podcast, if not here shortly. And we'll be back with my NFL show. And as always, take care.